We're looking at Michelina's meatloaf with mashed potatoes and gravy. And I got this particular one at the Dollar Tree. So it was only $1. So I'm going to open this up and see what it looks like.
One eternity later.
Alright, that was actually a little harder than I thought it would be. And so, this is interesting. So we've got the meatloaf patty here, a little hard. Then obviously these are the potatoes all in a nice kind of ice gravy here. Alright, so let's pop this in the microwave and see what we get. So we've now finished our first round in the microwave, so let's see what we've got here. Oh, yes, this is looking much better. I'm not really smelling the gravy or anything, but look, we can see there are actually some sort of onions. So this is encouraging. Now it says we need to stir the potatoes, then stir the gravy, and it said to rotate the patty. Even after all that stirring, I'm still not really smelling anything. Well, we're going to put this back in the microwave and we'll see what we get out of the microwave for the second time, and let's see what we have. Alright, so we have potatoes and gravy. Microwaved okay. There's not really any burn spots. So let's first look at the meat. So this patty, get close there, relatively thin. Let's see if I can get a little piece out here. Get a little closer to the camera. So it's pretty thin. As you can see, it's processed meat, so that's what we would be expecting for a meatloaf. The gravy is pretty strong. Let's try this. I got a little piece of onion in there too. I like the fact that they've added a little bit of onion. It adds a little bit more flavor that you don't see in other frozen dinners of this type. Though again, the meat, I'm trying to figure out what the difference between this and, say, a Salisbury steak was, because this company also sells a $1 version of their Salisbury steak. So let's try their potatoes. When I had to stir it up, you can see I got some of the gravy mixed in a little. The potatoes, well, they're not great. There's no seasoning in them whatsoever, and they're just kind of blah. Tastes like they came from flakes or imitation potatoes. All right, let's try some of this potatoes with some gravy. Okay, the potatoes are so bland, and the texture, as you can see, is just kind of blah. There's no texture here. So when you combine it with the gravy, it's almost like you're getting just a mouthful of gravy. So let's get a little, though, of a combination 3. Let's get some meat, potatoes, and some gravy. The texture is better once you have this meat in here with the potatoes. I couldn't even tell that there was potatoes in my mouth. And again, all you're getting is this gravy, but this gravy is decent. And I like the fact that they add a little bit of onions, which gives it a nice little bit of flavor that I don't see in even some of the more expensive versions of these TV dinners. So bravo for them nailing the gravy. The meat, meh, okay, it's okay for $1. What can you expect, right? But these potatoes, I know it's only $1, but something needs to be done about these potatoes. Maybe if you are eating them at lunch, throw in some salt and pepper, but maybe a little bit of butter if you can steal some from your little office pantry or something like that if you have one. So as you can see, this meal comes with 180 calories. And then very briefly, I was correct. We get some onions and potato flakes as the potatoes. So that's, as I was saying, disappointing. Now I got this for $1. Now for $1, would I recommend this? Yes. Because for $1, I enjoyed the gravy, and once you add the gravy to everything else, it's pretty good. But the potatoes are just bland and not very good, but the gravy kind of balances that all out. That being said, if I had the choice between this meatloaf or the Banquet $1 version of the meatloaf that you can also get at the Dollar Tree, I would go with the Banquet version, but you can't go wrong with this one for $1. If there's anything you want me to review, please leave a comment, and if you like what you saw, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And until next time, thank you.